All right, last week, coming out a little late, but last week for my Detective Conan movie, I watched the second movie, 14th Target. I watched this in the English dub that Funimation did in the early 2000s. I have it on DVD, the OG, and that is actually one of the only movies where that matters. In the movie, people are being targeted and being associated with playing cards. And so in Japanese, it has to do with numbers and names, unlike the Japanese characters. Here's the thing, that does not work in an English dub that's been Americanized. So all the characters have American names. In the early 2000s, that's what a lot of anime did. That doesn't work in that setup. So when they dubbed this movie, they had to actually go through the whole thing and rework backstories so that they could make sure it still worked. They had to have all the same victims, all the same orders. They're like, okay, well now instead of his name looking like the number 8, he has 8 years of school. And this guy, he has 5 siblings. Like they had to rework it, and I actually really respect it because you don't notice. You don't ever go, wow, look, they had to change things. You never question it. Like, it pulls itself off really well in English and in Japanese without having, while adapting pretty well. The movie is also an absurd plot. It's the second movie. Does not live up quite to the hype of the first or the third. I've watched a lot of these movies. It's not my favorite, but it's not bad at all. The story's really cheesy. It's pretty down to earth. And to be honest, it's the most down to earth case in all of the movies. The first one's overly dramatic, buildings getting blown up and stuff, and then everything after that just gets more and more and more chaotic till Conan's getting thrown out of blimps, and there's avalanches, and there's stadiums being brought down. It just continues to get more dramatic. And this is he's yeah, no, it's a crazy killer who's yeah, I want revenge for some really petty nonsense, and I only need 4 people. I only have 4 people who are involved in this petty nonsense, but to throw people off, I'm gonna target 12 people, using the suits, the spade, that's the suit, using playing cards. 12 people, so, king to ace, numbers in between. He's I'm gonna fill it in, including myself, so that people don't think I'm the bad guy. Genuinely the most insane logic here, and I really appreciate it, because all of the bad guys, they tend to be pretty insane, but he's the one where I go, wow, this guy's off his rocker, and it's great. Overall, like I said, the wildest part of this movie is when Conan has to land a helicopter. Remember, this main character's the size of a 6-year-old. So he guides the temporarily blinded helicopter pilot to land the helicopter in his schoolyard. So it's kind of off the walls. I'm going to give it a 7 out of 10. It's still a great movie. I just know that there are much better ones from here.